Does the MotoBags fit my racks? That's the question we're going to answer today. This is the quick release system that is attached to the MotoBags. It is come standard with the MotoBags, and this is the flat rack version. There's two versions. There's the flat rack version and there's the offset version. When designing the MotoBags quick release system, we thought about all the different types of racks on the market, and we tried to narrow down as best as possible the design to fit these racks. When the MotoBags come out of the packet, they'll fit the BMW R1200, R1250 racks and the Lone Rider racks. That means that you can basically take them out of the box and put them straight on the bike, and there's no adjustment necessary. But some other racks like the Touratech racks or some other tubular racks, there might be some slight adjustment needed. If you have a toolbox, there's a slight adjustment with these rack bumpers, but they do fit with the toolbox. Metal toolbox. If you have a toolbox on the inside of your rack, this quick release system will fit that as well. So as I said before, there are two different types of racks. This rack here is for the flat system, and there's also an offset system. You can make the offset system also into a flat rack system if you have two flat racks. All you need to do is remove the offset component and reattach the locking mechanism here to the back plate. I'm going to jump into the computer and show you this more in detail, but basically you've got two hooks at the bottom which go over a tubular rack, 16mm or 18mm, and then you've got two bumpers on each side to stop the bag from moving forward or backwards when you're braking or accelerating, and then you've got the attachment system, the locking mechanism at the top, which goes over the bar and locks the bag into place. If you need to adjust the racks up and down, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is undo or loosen these bolts here and then move them and adjust them to fit the rack. I'll show you that on the computer now. So here we're in SolidWorks. This is my computer aided design modeling software, and this is where I build everything. So we're looking at the flat system just like you just saw in the video. This is the flat version, and this rack here is a simulation of a Lone Rider rack or a BMW rack. And then we also have here, we also have the offset variant, and we have the offset part. This is basically the only difference between the offset and the flat. To make the offset quick release system into a flat system, all you do is remove this part here, and then you can screw the closing mechanism onto the back plate. So out of the box, they come to fit the BMW R1200, 1250 racks and the Lone Rider racks. But if you don't have those racks, you can basically quickly adjust them to work for most racks. I'll show you how that's done. At the bottom you have hooking system. These can be placed at 4 positions, at this position, this position, this position, or this position. They are fixed for a reason because we don't want them to move. They take the solid weight, they take the weight of the system. So that's why they're fixed. And to fix them, they just bolted at the back, straight in there. This next part of the design that can be adjusted is the bumpers. So the bumpers here stop the lateral movement of the MotoBags on the bike and on the racks. You can adjust these no problem. They just need to be loosened and then retightened. As you see, you can line up the holes here and put the bolts in, and then they can be micro adjusted in and out depending on your rack size. So the last component of the quick release system is the locking mechanism at the top here. And this actually goes over the rack and fits inside the rack, and the bumper here pushes against the bar and it gives you that solid connection. From the back you can zoom in and change this. It can move. There's several different holes and positions in the back for fixing for different types of racks, but also it can also fit to the far left here, up and down this channel, right down to about here. It can fit into this channel, it can fit into this channel, it can fit into this channel, and the furthest right channel, and right up. So these can slide up and down. The movement area for this part is right across the bottom here, all the way up, right across the top. So we've got quite a large area to work with. So that means that they fit quite a few different racks. The rack fitment, so basically we can fit most tubular racks between that are 18mm and 16mm in diameter, and within these tolerances here. So the minimum inner rack height and length, you can have a look on the screen here. This is the working area for the adjustability parts of the quick release MotoBags. So that's it. I hope that helped you. Reach out to us if you have any questions, or tell us which bike you have and which rack you have, and we'll help you out and make sure you get the right fitment. And if you have any questions, leave them below, or just contact us, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks a lot.